Good evening, it's here, I've got one. And that is a letter from a viewer who likes the news at 6 p.m. at the weekends. Mrs. Joan Wonnacott of Burrell Lake, New South Wales.
Let's keep the weekend news at 6 p.m. It's great. And I don't watch the commercials. But give us less sport. Oh my God, it's so boring.
And while we're on news and current affairs, apart from sport, Meredith Ide of Roslyn Park, South Australia, was extremely impressed with the Anzac Day edition of Four Corners, Gallipoli, Fatal Shore.
Chris Masters, the reporter, very ably presented a balanced, well-researched, compassionate and poignant program. The photography, use of scenes from the film Gallipoli, and interviews with Anzacs from Australia and New Zealand and the amazing old Turk were graphic and moving. Hopefully, it will give those who have never experienced such senseless slaughter a stronger desire to strive for peace, as those interviewed stressed their lack of hatred for those in the opposition trenches.
Dee Cousins of South Yarra, Melbourne, on the other hand, is less complimentary about Peter Couchman's story of the 18th of April on the Australian connection with the Filipino vice trade.
Peter Couchman's documentary on the immorality and often illegal behaviour of Australians in the Philippines not only created its own news in helping at least to inspire the police raid, but dealt very gently with the genuine issue of any news story, which is why. Why is there the poverty in these countries, be it the Philippines, Thailand, or anywhere else, including Australia, that gives so many women few options but to sell their bodies to any takers? Why not talk to the women and find out their backgrounds and what sort of poverty it is that their families face, which has motivated parents to sell their children at an early age to procurers?
The ABC's Four Corners has been with us for more than a quarter of a century. Extraordinary longevity in the ephemeral world of television. The World Tonight is a more recent offering, and I haven't had a great deal of mail about it yet, perhaps more after this. But this letter, should warm the cockles of the hearts of ABC News executives, and it's from Peter Horsley of Donvale, Victoria.
Dear Tim, Peter Collin, lovely on radio, lovelier on TV. Articulate, pretty, intelligent and professional. Peter and Polframan, great duo. World Tonight and every night too, please.
Wynne Fox, I think that's the name, of Mildura, is not quite so starstruck. The self-styled righteous indignation that impelled him to write to Backchat did not improve the legibility of the signature. He was writing about an interview on the World Tonight between Richard Polframan and South Africa's Foreign Minister, Pik Botha.
Well done, Pik, I cheered. I am no fan of apartheid in the least, but for Polframan to not even admit that this beloved country of ours really fares not much better than South Africa was nothing short of petulance. We do have a most mysterious history of black deaths in custody. We do have a hideous black infant mortality rate. We do have hosts of diseases ravaging our black population. They do live in so very many cases in third world housing, etc. Polframan I find to be a smug, somewhat arrogant television journalist. One is compelled to ask, did Richard attend the Mike Willesee School of Journalism, i.e. to be armed with 3 questions only, and to view any opinion other than his own with contempt and disdain?
Ah, the loneliness of the long-distance presenter. And now, he said, with the desperation of the long-running linksman, to something completely different. Children's programs on the ABC come and go, and the Texter and Pentel Pen Brigade are quick to respond when a favourite show departs. Please put Sooty on again after play school, articulates 4-year-old Annie Silito of Kalamunda, Western Australia. And there are similarly graphic pleas from Rebecca May Throssell and her sister Elizabeth Jane of Perth. The Good Doctor generates some terrific artwork to Backchat. How about this offering, written and drawn by 10-year-old Graham Wells of Roma, Queensland?
I'd be very pleased if you could show some of the old episodes of Doctor Who, especially the ones with Patrick Troughton and William Hartnell in them. Oh, just one more thing. Let's get out of here.
Out of the way.
I'm first.
No, I am.
Can someone help me clean up this mess?
The end.